Hi, welcome to the Real Jenny C vlog. Today I want to talk to you about the move from New York to Florida, but today I want to talk to you about how to save money for that because it's a very expensive process. Um, and even if you aren't moving or moving long distance like we are, even if you're just saving up for a vacation or a big purchase or just to have a little extra nest egg to turn to, today we have some tips for how any person can save some extra money in their everyday. So I'll start with sort of the simple stuff. One way that I like to save money is everybody needs groceries and everyone needs household items. They need personal care items, um, toiletries, they need all of that. And one thing that you can do to save money on that, or get cash back on that, as case may be, is firstly buy coupons. You know, your mom does it, your granny does it, and maybe you think you're too cool for it, or you feel like, there's some stigma or you're going to hold up the line, but you really won't. It takes a second, and if you can save $1, why wouldn't you? And pretty much anything you do these days, there is a coupon or an app that will save you money on. So do that. Do that. Um, there is a couple apps I like to use. The first one I'm going to talk about is the Ibotta app. And the thing with that is every week, I think on Wednesday, they post new items that you can get rebates on. And the rebates could be anywhere from like a quarter to a couple of dollars. And it's a lot of groceries, but it's also hair care, personal products, toilet paper, paper towels, really anything you use in your house on a recurring basis, there's a rebate for. Um, it won't always be your brand, but usually there's a bunch of brands, and it's a bunch of stores. It's Target, it's Walmart, it's, if you're here in upstate New York and you get the joy of shopping at Wegmans like I do, one of the things I'll miss in Florida. Go and punch Wegmans into the app, and I'll put the link for you in the underneath the video. Um, but you go and you put the store that you're going to be shopping at, and if you travel, if you're in another place, let it read your location, and they'll tell you, Food Lion or wherever the store is there. And you put in your store that you're going to shop at, and you can unlock the rebates that you want. It's broken up by different types of item. There'll be personal care, health and beauty, frozen items, pantry items, which is like peanut butter or pasta so it's broken up by category, so it's really easy to navigate. And what it is if you buy something, they also have like combo rebates, which is if you buy 3 things or however many things, which are sort of related to each other, either by brand or by type of thing. Like when football was going strong, they had game time combos, which was like frozen, a vegetarian. Um, but no one else in my house is. Her one's kind of the opposite, but except the baby, she was back and forth. But they would have like Tyson appetizers and popcorn chicken and, buy 3 or whatever and you get back like $4 or $5, something like that. And even vegetarian stuff, they have some great, they tend to get a lot of vegetarian actually on corn and Morningstar Farms, which I really like both those brands. So really pretty much anything you buy. They also have a type which is like anything rebates, which is for like milk. And it's whatever brand, it's usually, not always, sometimes it has a specification about size, but usually it's whatever size. It'll be like grapes. It doesn't tell you have to buy a pound of grapes or red grapes, or it'll just be grapes. Go buy some grapes. You go through and you unlock the rebates that you want. You don't have to do it before you shop. You can do it after if you want. And it doesn't have to take a lot of time. You can just, over your morning coffee, sit there and scroll through the app. Or if you're on break at work and, just hanging out. That's the thing I like about it. It doesn't take a big thing of you. It's very simple and easy and fast to do. So it's an efficient way to make a little extra. But just go through and lock the apps that you want, and when you shop, you'll take the pictures of the barcodes, and then you take a picture of your receipt, and you're all done, and you got money in your account. And when it reaches $20, you can take it out and put it into your PayPal, or I think maybe Venmo, or there's a couple different um, places you can send the money. I think you can maybe even put it into your bank. I'm not sure. Like me, my PayPal is connected to my bank account, so I can put in my PayPal and directly into my bank if I want. And you can let it ride. You know, let it sit there, and then you don't have to wait for the $20 increment. And I think my sister last year just let it ride for a while, and she ended up doing a whole bunch of Christmas shopping with her money from it. And within probably the first couple months, I'd already made $100. So if you're gonna buy this stuff anyway, and don't you wish everyone used that? Of course you are. You're gonna buy groceries. You're gonna buy household and personal care products. You may as well get back some of what you're spending on. So that is a great app. Another thing too with the apps, and our way to kind of double up is, give out your referral. Usually on most apps that you save money with, usually there's going to be some sort of a referral code. Use that, because quite oftentimes you're going to get a little boost in your account, and so is the person that you give the referral to. So utilize that. If there's anything that you do and you're doing good, and it's going to be a positive for you, do it 10 times more, 10 times harder, because that's how you get by in life, and that's how you succeed and you move further. So I really like that app. I vouch for it. The money always goes in the account. It's never a hassle. And it's really good for me. I've tried Checkout 51, which is the same sort of idea, except I don't like that they have to send you a check for your money. Um, I hate having to go to the bank. So, and they used to have a lot of stuff that I used when I first started using it. Now it's not really so much, but depending on what you buy, that may be another good option for you. And I'm sure it's probably 50 more, easy, probably 100. But that's one I like. Another one, which is sort of a fun little app to use, and kind of touches base on another thing I'm going to say, which is we all have our thing. In our house, we don't drink, we don't smoke, we don't nothing. And when I say we don't, it's not like only one cent. We absolutely don't. So, we're homebodies. We like nature and stuff like that. We like to travel when we can. But so our treats are simple things. Like I like my coffee, I like my Starbucks. So, but because it's expensive and I'm cheap, ask anyone, they'll tell you. One app that I like to kind of combat that and fund those little treats is Shopkicks. I use my Shopkick app, and again, I'll put down the description for you if you want to give it a try. And hopefully, I think you get a little something out of it, and I will too. But Shopkicks work in a way that you go to the app, and there's going to be a list of stores, and those stores are either going to have walk-in kicks or scan kicks or purchase kicks. And the walk-in kicks, all you gotta do is walk into the place, and lots of are like places in the mall. So you can just, if you go out, and again, we don't drink, we don't smoke, we don't go out to clubs. So lots of times our day dates together is going and walk around the mall, take the baby, or get worn out. So for us, shop kicks are great, because I'll just have my phone on, and you walk around, you browse the store, and you get 50 shop kicks, or however many that store is giving away. And lots of times they have scamble kicks, which the mall, not so much. It's more so going to be like Walmart, Target, places like that. But even like mall stores and Best Buy and stuff like that, usually sometimes they'll have one or two, and usually when they do have them, they're for a little bit more kicks than some grocery items. But that, you just go, and I like it because it's sort of like a little treasure hunt. And so it's sort of fun. So you just go and you find the item and you scan it. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to do anything further. You just go and you scan it with your phone. And you don't have to have QR scanner or barcode scanner on your phone. There's one built into the app for that purpose. So you just go and find whatever the items are that come up in the list for scan kicks, and you scan them and you get the kicks. They also have, then I like it, it's truly a free app. It's a free way to make money for the things that you want to buy. You don't have to buy anything. You can just earn your kicks and you're good. But if you want to too, there's also like a rebate or a kickbait, as they call it, that if you buy certain items that are on that list, you get an additional kickbait. And that, again, you just buy it, you scan the, oh, you know, I don't think you have to scan the item when you bring it home with kickbaits. But you just scan your receipt, and if that item's on the receipt in the proper time frame, then you get that additional kickbait of however many kicks. You can really up your kick game with the kickbaits, but I don't do that so much unless it happens to work out. That's one of the things I was going for. Um, but yeah, there is also on the app, I think under the Discover tab, there is also like sometimes a surprise kick, or there will be a little video to watch where you get, you know, 10 kicks. But that's really, it's kind of cute. You kind of run through, it's almost like small ads of different things that, like May Carter's has these outfits on sale. So if you're just hanging out, you can browse through and see what's on sale, and sometimes at the bottom there will be a little, you know, click for one surprise kick. It's, you know, it's just silly. I don't always waste my time with that, but it's a little extra way. If you never even leave the house, you can get a couple kicks a day usually just by doing that. So again, it's kind of silly, but it adds up. It's a little bit, and like I always say, I like to put my kicks on my pedometer and do my shop kicking. It's something fun to do if you're just out with the girls or out walking the baby around trying to tire her out. Or, you know, if you're a mall walker, go get those kicks on your pedometer and get your shop kicks. Or if you're, you know, you're out doing your grocery shopping or your Walmart or whatever shopping anyway, get some kicks while you're at. That one, I don't think anything goes into like a bank account or anything, but you earn gift cards. And it's legit. For a while, before the weather got real cold here in Rochester, I was earning pretty much all my Starbucks with Shopkicks. So it's worth it. It's free money. Excuse me. Speaking. But yeah, I mean, anything that's free money, why not? It's, especially if you can have fun doing it, it's not a big deal. So I like to do that, and like I said, you know, share those referral codes, get a little boost, give your friend a boost with it. Who doesn't like to save money and have a little fun? So, another thing is, while you're buying groceries, is don't go out to lunch. Don't. It's not really that healthy or nutritious, and it's definitely not economical. Go grocery shopping. Do it the old-fashioned way. You're going to eat better, you're going to save money, and it's just a better idea in the long run. You don't have to rush at work to go and make it to the place and get through the line. You don't have to eat junk food and poison your insides. So, another thing too, they say buy in bulk, and I'm a huge fan of that if you can. If you know, if you eat meat or your family eats meat like mine does, buy the family pack, man. Put in the freezer what you aren't going to use. Or if you're like me, throw it in a crock pot. And, you know, my husband, if he likes something, he'll eat it for 3 days, or he'll take it to lunch or whatever. So do buy in bulk, but don't get tricked. If you are, you know, if you do the Ibotta app and there's a combo rebate, but you really probably won't use it or not right away, then it's not saving you money. It's not making you money. If it's you were going to buy one brand of chicken nuggets and you're going to buy the other, and it's not like way more to get that rebate back, you're still going to be money ahead, do it. Absolutely. If you're going to buy in bulk and it's going to save you money, do it. But if it's going to go bad before you eat it or sit in the cupboard for months unused, don't buy it. It's not a bargain. So keep that in mind too. Another thing, while you're in the store, avoid those small purchase items. Those are killers. Um, if you didn't need to have any gum, then you get in the checkout line and suddenly you need gum and you need batteries. You don't. You definitely don't. I mean, sometimes they'll jog your memory that, your TV hasn't worked in 3 days because you didn't buy remote batteries. Then buy the remote batteries. I'm not trying to deny you those, but if you take the kids to the dollar store because, you can get the same quality clean products for $1 that you would spend 3 or 4 in Wegmans or your grocery store, that is a great, great idea and that's good money savings. But if you go there and then you end up buying all the kids, 2, 3 little dollar items, they're more than likely going to break in the car on the way home. Or maybe you want some little silly dollar store thing. And hey, I understand. We've all been there. But for one, you're gonna clutter up your house, your car, and it will add up. And once you gotta look at the offset. If I just saved $3, but I spent $5 more, then you're $2 in the hole. So keep that in mind. Be very careful, and especially like we're moving. We're trying to get rid of stuff. We don't need any of that junk. We don't need it to clutter up our house. I'm like a very energy kind of person. So to me, all that clutter, it has energy. Just clean it out. You'll feel so much lighter. Just get rid of it. Don't bring it in your house. Um, so that's another important thing. What else? Um, oh yeah, so I want to say too, some people, and I think it depends what sort of person you are and how, your mindset works on money. But some people think that people have a more of like an emotional attachment to actual physical money, so they will be less inclined to give it away, whereas swiping that card is easier because you aren't really seeing it in dollars and cents in front of you. So it's very easy to just swipe that card through and there goes $10 and swipe it through again, there goes 20, and then when you get your statement, at the end of the day, all of a sudden you're a lot lighter, but you didn't really see it, so it's easy to go through it. So some people say carry cash. Now I have kids and a husband, so I'm kind of the opposite. I don't carry cash because if I do, it's gonna be gone. Someone's gonna need it, someone's gonna want it for something. The kids are gonna want to take it down to the corner store and buy candy, and God knows there's already candy in the house. So, whatever works best for you, find what's best for you and do that. And like I said, do it 10 times more than you already are, because that's how you get successful with it. But anyway, what else? Oh, speaking of, when I do go to the store too, another thing I've been doing, especially since we've been playing the move, is I will try and avoid all of that excessive purchases. The stuff, the junk food that you don't need and the little, $4 thing that the kids want that they don't need. And I think too, kids appreciate stuff more. We have so much stuff in our house that never gets played with. I have bins of toys everywhere. And my daughter's always by my side. She wants my time and attention. She doesn't care about all that crap we buy her. So don't buy it for them. Keep the money in your pocket and take them to the park. um, but instead of all that stuff, I've been taking, like, depending on how much I spend and what kind of week we're having, every time I go to the store, I've been taking $5, $10, $20 in cash back. So there's no ATM fees, and it's easy. And it's money that I could just as well spend $100 on groceries or 80. So, I'll spend 80 and I'll get 20 cash back, and you don't feel it. But I go and I put that money aside and I try and pretend it's not there. But like I said, if I have money, it gets spent. So we've already had to dip into it because someone needed walking around money, or like my son needed money for a deposit for a school trip, and you know it gets spent a little bit, but I'm trying so hard not to get into it. But it's, you know, a couple $100 racked up real easily, even with people taking out of it. And it's money that we never was seen. It would have been just as easily spent on the everyday hoopla. But, you know, try not to, and then take it and stash it away. You can do the same thing at work. You can do an automatic deduction, which will come out of your check before it even reaches your hand or your bank account. You can put in a savings account or a separate account, and that too, it's money you never saw, but it's there, and it's racking up and it's building, and that's important. So do that too if you can. So anyway, I'm gonna, oh yeah, let me touch base on one other thing before I go. And that is especially great if you came to this video because you're in the process of a long distance move or from New York to Florida like we are. But it's great for everybody. It's like I was saying, everything has energy, and that clutter, it weighs you down. So everyone has stuff in their house that they aren't using. And I think the more organized and efficient your house is, the more organized and efficient you and your life and, you know, your environment is. But everyone has stuff that they aren't using, either old clothes that you don't wear anymore, even if they were your favorite. If you don't wear them in 6 months, you're not wearing them. If you're like me and you put on some weight after having a baby a little later in life, you know, if you don't fit into it anymore, don't save it. Just get rid of it. If you lose weight, buy celebration clothes, you know. But whether you have clothes or if you're moving, you're trying to downsize like we are, get rid of stuff. Sell it. There's been a million different apps. There's eBay if you're old school. There's Let Go app I keep seeing on TV, and I think there's a bunch of other ones. The way I've been doing it, and I really like it so far, it's been working well, is all those sites on Facebook. Is the kids will tell you old people use Facebook, but I'm old and I use Facebook. But there's a bunch of like local garage sale sites. So you just post a few pictures and description, people talk to you about it. And so far I've been lucky. The people I've talked to have been the people that came to get it, and they were who they said they were, and they weren't ex-murderers. If you have small stuff, I would highly recommend you meet in a grocery store parking lot or a police station parking lot. If it's furniture and you have to have them come to your house, keep your wits about you, keep your phone in your hand, have someone else be there. And keep, you know, be aware of red flags. If you're on Facebook too, that gives you an opportunity to maybe, you know, the Facebook stalk the person a little bit, see who you're dealing with or who you know, hopefully you're dealing with. So, you know, be smart about it, but it's a great way to get rid of unnecessary clutter, and it's a great way to put away a little extra money aside for your move or your vacation or just, you know, just for a rainy day. So that's another thing I love. I will say too, look at your bank statements. Don't just, you know, I used to throw them in the trash, but once in a while at least, really look at them. You know, take different color Sharpies and categorize it. And, you know, this is an asset, that's a liability. This is income, you know, this is a necessary deduction, this is an unnecessary deduction. And, you know, really look at those numbers, run on paper and run through your head and see what you want to do to better shape your financial future. So I'm I'm gonna leave it there today. I think obviously, you know, the best way to make money is to increase your rate of pay and work hard and you know, give it your all. So stay on your grind. Check out my links, get those apps, try other ones. There's a million of them out there. Um, but yeah, if you have some great ideas too, I'd love to hear them, so drop a comment. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe and keep coming back. Life's a journey. Come with us on ours. All right, have a great day. Be blessed.